Ken Kelch, director of photography.
Yeah, and I'm Abel. I'm the director of this film. And this is Mad Dog Russo. Listen to him. This is the best acting you've had the whole film.
Seem a long, long time ago.
Meanwhile, though, these credits go in black and white. Right? I mean, it looks like wild just by flipping them over. You know, like I said, high-tech graphics.
I have to tell you that the Mad Dog commentary is so New York, though. You know, this guy is.
And now he's back by himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With the, you know, when he did this, he was very insulted by this film. He's a very religious guy, it turns out, and he did not find this tale of redemption
Redeeming?
having any redeeming social value in his book, right? Just Joey, the school get. There you are, director of photography.
Well, you know, the thing is that his religion is baseball, or sports.
Sports, I know, but these guys.
I mean, listen to the way that he's wired on,
really into
on
this.
sports. Yeah.
No. The guys, when they did this.
They won in 86, didn't they?
20 games. Yeah, they won in 86 because a guy couldn't feel the ground ball. If I was on
How about the playoffs?
We're going so. All right, here we go. I love this satellite dish on this house, man.
I mean, this is very Bronx, you know.
This is where I come from. I was born in, you know, my early childhood was actually not in this shot, but the shot before that. I forget whose house this is.
This is God's country.
Yeah, this is in the Morris Park. This is the Morris Park section of the Bronx, and here he goes.
Huh? What's the problem with you guys?
Want to be driven around like the president and the goddamn chauffeur.
You remember how he was driving? You know, Harvey's one of the great driving actors, man. You know, he just puts the cameras on. You know, you put the cameras on the car and off he goes, like without a care in the world. You know, because these cameras are sticking way out there.
Yeah, I almost lost one on Condition Red. So the actress almost clipped the Panavision. Actually, what's good about this, what's interesting about this is that we only covered it the one way. He only wanted the one hostess straight shot. He didn't want the reverse. And I kind of like the fact that the way that Harvey is in the foreground playing this whole sequence. And these kids turned out to be great. They found this kid in the middle is finding the lens. Works out pretty well.
Yeah, I know. I don't know who taught him that. But the funniest thing is when they first approached me to do the Bad Lieutenant 2 or whatever they're calling it, they wanted to make one of these kids to star the movie. That was the premise that they approached me with. I'm thinking, are you kidding me? Of all the fucking idiotic ideas, you're going to make a film where one of those two kids is now the lead and Harvey's going to play an extra to him. And I don't know, he grew up and 20 years later, meanwhile, this guy is about to retire in the next year, you know. Because the premise of this situation is whenever a police officer, there's a school I went to when I was a kid, right? Whenever, here he goes. But whenever a police officer is about to retire, he's kind of given the free rein to, you know, help his retirement fund. And the guy's like cover for him doing the main work. And he does, well, this is, you know, one of the fables, you know, you hear about.
Well, I know that most cops, their retirement is based on the last 2 or 3 years, so they give them a lot of overtime assignments, you know, on the books. But yeah, it's his. He's got the look here, and he's definitely got the look, and he's got the rosary beads hanging down. It says it all. A nose full of blow, nose in the shadow of the crucifix. Bo Dietl.
There's Bo Dietl. There's the guy who actually caught the guy who raped the nuns. This is Union Square back in the day. Right? Real cops.
Oh, there's Larry. He's another Jersey City cop over there, the guy in the middle. And,
hey, yeah, look in the camera. This is well, at least our main actors ain't looking in the camera.
Vic Argo.
Oh man, it's sad. This is a sad
yeah,
movie because
really sad,
everybody's
yeah.
dead. Yeah, you know you're getting old when everybody in the movies are dead.
Well, ended up getting Harvey's humidor through Vic after Harvey gave him smoking cigars, and then gave him the Vic, and then I ended up getting the.
There's the fake blood.
Yeah,
It's a
that fake
phony
blood
looking
is
one.
really bad. Particularly on the windshield here, it looks like really looks like some sort of pancake syrup.
I know. And how did it get on here from the inside? We couldn't pay to crack that window.
Hey, let me have some shots on the eye level.
And there's Bo being a cop. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And this is the first day of shooting. What was that question? This is a very special question. Which scene when you shot the first day? Well, this was the first day.
There's Calderon and Lenny Thomas.
Cone pitching.
Yeah, that cone-head motherfucker got rocked the first game.
I wouldn't bury the Mets.
Even money with cone pitching?
That's right. You don't think they're going to beat him twice, do you?
You're right. I don't mean that.
Yeah, this isn't. This ain't the big coverage of the film.
Yeah, but I want to tell you what this is. These guys, besides Keitel, I mean, these are three really great journeyman character actors. It's hard to. Vic was in a. No one knows his name. He's been in a million movies. Calderon, terrific. Lenny.
Yeah, he used to play quarterback too for Howard University. Actually, this was the day we were shooting, and Pressman's wife came by and found out he actually invested money in the movie. And then my wife came by, and I promised I wouldn't direct this movie. Here, because she knew it was going to, like, the beginning of the road into...
Degradation? Or
not
redemption?
degradation.
Okay, redemption.
Into the poorhouse.
Yeah, really.
With addiction paving the way. Here we go.
There you go. This was the second scene we shot.
Yeah, we're trying to do the whole
Yeah,
thing.
well, everything
in order.
was.
Is that Argo?
We're maintaining
Is that
the.
Argo and reflection?
Yeah, that's Vic there.
Oh, well, that's probably supposed to work. Did we lay that in there?
No. That was actual. That was before CGI.
Look at these bodies. These are the cars that put the country into the poorhouse. As like, what is the first?
But that's what you're up. Why don't you just go ahead?
Hey, don't give me that bullshit. Dodgers are a lock.
Are you sure?
Just put in the bet. I'm not mixing.
I'm gonna make some money. Okay, he's rocking. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, so here was where the music went kind of. This was the Lower East Side when it was actually in the middle. This was like a crack wood.
This was crack alley. It was a bad neighborhood. We're shooting at a bad time. Everything is bad. Now, this is before it became gentrified.
Yeah, this is the Lower East Side the way it was.
Yeah, I
But
mean, you
without
can hear the
music,
crack
yeah.
vials crunching as he runs up those stairs.
He runs up the hall. This actually was an apartment. A friend of mine lived on the ground floor. One of our ex-editors actually lived on the ground floor here. But
Well, it's amazing how they lifted this. I didn't do the supervisor's transfer, and it's always. I mean, I just looked at the beta master. It's
what?
They lifted it so much. It's like somebody's idea of the way it should look, and it doesn't look at all like the original projected version here. It was much darker.
Well, is this going to
And
be
the blacks are much more rich.
But is this going to be the gold version? I mean, maybe you could.
Do a transfer?
Maybe you could. Yeah. Maybe the DP can actually supervise the transfer.
Well,
that would be revolutionary.
That would cost the producer when we did. I don't even think I did the answer print on this.
I don't even think we'd ever. I mean, this was one of these deals. Even the mix they did in L.A. Some guy did like the last bit, his final mix of the world, and going at it.
Si no se dejan de joder, los voy a cagar a trompadas.
Get back. Police activity.
Yeah, there's the key line. These are written lines. I think that was written.
Back from the road.
Well, actually, coming up to one of my favorite lines in the movie. What are you, a drug dealer or a drug counselor? Just a little bit for his own head there for tonight. Yeah. Okay. Well, he never heard of a deering either, you know.
Yeah, this is great. This girl Victoria, she's sensational. The one on the left, the one on the right, we actually spent a year casting to find her, and then when we cast her, she decided she didn't like Harvey and me.
Well, I mean, this is of the 5 days we shot in the Mayflower. There's 2 minutes in the whole movie.
You know, we shot
this
the
is
film
one
in
of it,
20
yeah.
days, and 4 days we threw out. You know.
Well, we had so much to use, you know. And I never quite figured why Redman would go for this sequence, other than the pure, raw, Redman-esque horniness of that scene.
Yeah, well, why not? I
This
mean,
is
it
one
was
another
a
one. This
good
is one of
shot.
my favorite shots. I mean, this is a guy who knows how to drink. You know, let's not burden ourselves with a glass. But I was always thrilled that Harvey could be a 50-year-old sex symbol, you know, a 50 and change, I guess, when he did this. Great,
Yeah.
he's in great shape.
Yeah, look at him, man. The guy's ripped. He's an ex-Marine. Harvey was, he went away to join the Marine Corps from Brooklyn when he was 16, man. I mean, like, that was revolutionary.
The reason, and Robin coming in here is the reason we threw most of that 5 days away at the Mayflower, right there. Miss Victoria didn't say very much, but I'll tell you what, she sure looks good.
Yeah, no, she's great. Here's our boy. Yeah. What are you going to say about these shows?
Well, nothing. Other than, you know, this is, hey, look, this is a guy who gave everything. Really. This shows you that he gave everything. What other actor would have exposed himself literally like this? None. And your loving way.
Here's one of my stars from China Girl. Whatever happened to
Elvis? He's probably teaching Sunday school someplace.
Nah, this kid was a boxer, and he used to teach Harvey. He was Harvey's boxing coach. These guys got their baggies on, and this is even before that. Now they're bagged out there. This is the wardrobe style that lasted for 10 years.
Get me a bud, a high boy. Don't you guys fucking call us strippers.
That's the voice of command authority.
How much do they take? Him. How much do they take? $500.
Now, this, if I remember correctly, this was actually the 10. I had a 10 millimeter. There was day playing this occasionally, and that was one of the few times I used. In here is one of the days I used it. It worked out pretty well, considering that, you know, we were pretty much hand-holding the whole time, and I can't remember if this one was handheld or on a dolly or not. This might have been dolly stuff, but most of the other stuff was dragging around. This is pretty rock steady.
I'm trying to think. This deli was on. Yeah. This was almost before it was Korean, maybe. No. They got the vegetables there. Yeah. Yeah. Again, this is all homage to Jim Jarmusch.
Well, this is. This is Harvey. I think he was in really fine. I made a mistake. I touched his collar to correct his collar, and he was in character, and he yelled at me. I remember. So after that, I never did anything.
No, but when you got an actor that's on top of his game, then you can play. You can play the takes out. You know what I mean? You could play it. Now, which direction she's looking at? Who cares? Who's she looking at? Okay.
Who
That's
cares?
all right.
The kid is grace, just there.
Oops, here comes trouble.
Yeah. Here we are in our nothing moves. We can't pan left or right because this is the entire set.
Because you're on, but you're on the other side of a door, right?
This is in the it's the Mayflower, and I forget. I think that Charlie slapped up some wallpaper there in a second and a half, and we did a scene.
But nobody there. Don't get paranoid. But she's definitely on the weight loss. That's the Weight Watchers. That's the Weight Watchers diet.
I didn't know that they had how much drug use was on the weight loss diet.
Look at her, man. Yeah, she's
This was a
definitely
beautiful
beauty.
woman. She was just simply a beautiful woman. Beautiful features. Emaciated here, though. But
But she lasted another 10 years. Now, when did she die? Anyway?
no, she didn't last that long.
See where they put the lighter. Here's the lighter. You got a lighter.
What a revelation. You know, light a cigarette. She would smoke those cigarettes, man. I tell you, they were those, what were those brown,
Cigarella.
those Moors.
Yeah.
Yeah, more cigarettes. This chick would bankrupt you. In more, mental, more. Yeah, we should have Redmond here. He has the running commentary.
Yeah, well, right. The thing that was amazing about her is I didn't realize. I think she matriculated from college when she was 16 or 17.
Yeah, no,
she spoke 5 languages fluently.
When we would go to Cannes, we went to Cannes after this. This girl, whatever question was asked at a press conference, she would answer. If they asked it to me, asked to Harvey, and I says, man, this girl's going to drive me crazy. Harvey says, now let's just put our sunglasses on and let her do all the talking.
I was kind to her. I didn't use that, whatever that was, at 14 or something.
I mean, yeah, this was our first forage into let it roll, baby. Well, when you got the actor doing it, then you're fine. Here we go.
Yeah.
Ooh. Thought that thing broke.
No, it bounced. I mean, it's and I
Oh,
think
it broke
this
in
is
China Girl.
I think this is this was using my 2C, and I think we're going about 60 or 80 frames on this. It was all blimped up, all hip on the roof.
Yeah, there's a great shot when we lift that crucifix up, where you actually see it's the
This is
Central
a frightening
Park West.
shot right here. With her hair in slow mo.
And this kid is the first time he ever acted. The first time he did it. I mean, even the girls. Frankie says to me, "Man, it doesn't feel like he's raping me." And
it's a great cut. I'll tell you, Redmond did. This is a great cut. I don't know if this was you or Redmond, but the go.
I think I don't even remember editing this, but yeah, we're gonna try redoing that thing, but that kid, I get him on the side, says, man, you got to rape this girl. I mean, what are you doing, man? And he's going, you mean I got to rape? I mean,
this is one shot to me is the whole. Is the whole movie. It's
that's
the kid,
that's his daughter though. And she's
Stella.
an actress now. Yeah, Stella's an actress now. And this is this is called what do you call it when you get your family into the
nepotism.
Yeah, and it's.
You always say if it was easy, your family would be in the business. But
this was inside that actual house, right?
Yeah, right. This
definitely.
is right. The interior. It matches the window.
Oh, yeah, and that's the phone actually going off.
And I think it was a really crappy day out there, and there's a 12K coming in through the window that made it. It was get that morning light. Of course, I would have timed it a different color, but then they didn't burden themselves inviting me to time it. So.
Here's my boy Strawberry. My man Strawberry, excuse me. Whoa, it's Fernandez. Unfortunately, loses again.
Yeah, well. Fortunately, the real Darryl Strawberry is well familiar with that experience of losing again, too.
That's what's ironic about his character and what he became. What he did as a mother.
Grandma.
To get the Dodgers back in this game. Strawberry with the boot shot, getting congratulations in the Dodger dugout.
You know, this is one of the reasons I like this movie so much. There's so much non-verbal stuff going on. Oh, that's definitely the Aggie.
This was an acting, another one of Penny Allen's
Proteges.
Yeah, but she worked with Harvey quite a lot.
For years, yeah.
Yeah, no. Because there's also, a major support team for Harvey. He really. This is my favorite shot of his. Look, this is Kenny on his way home. He's in a rush to get home. Okay, I mean, there's no crew, no nothing. He's just going home. And what do you got? Locked down? No, you just holding?
No, I'm holding it. It's 2C. I'm just driving. I'm going home, just shooting stuff on the way home.
This is Harlem. These are funny shots because when you look at these movies, again, this is the Lower East Side back when it was.
Oh, this is Alphabet City. This is when Alphabet City was still Alphabet City.
Yeah, it was like a crack war going on. This was what, 91? When was this?
91, yeah.
It's ironic. This neighborhood now is like
so gentrified, yeah.
And this is the real neighborhood, right? I mean,
there's another cop. I mean, it's amazing how many cops we actually managed to employ in here. And there's a bridge and tunnel crowd. I forget what night. I think this was a.
There's someone that fully blood.
Yeah. We had great blood when we did Drill and Killer. That was the best blood.
And then after that.
Yeah. Yeah. This is bad blood. Well, we had to save money to buy that kilo of coke, So put it into evidence. Yeah, there you go. Let me test it first.
Where'd it come from? These are real cops.
Yeah,
Yeah, I want you two guys to go contact your junkie friends over there on 25th Street.
Here's Bo Dietl at his best. Couldn't get the camera far enough away.
He raped a nun in Spanish Harlem.
Imagine having that happen to you. I would.
Yeah, Larry's a Jersey City cop. He's retired.
The host was still in there. What the fuck you think? What do you think they're gonna eat the host? They wanted to pawn the fucking chalice off.
Put up a $50,000 reward.
Move it to the Catholic Church. Girls get raped every day. Now they're gonna put up 50 G's just because these chicks wear penguin suits.
Not that that's a cynical expression at all.
Church is a racket.
So what? Are you a Catholic?
I'm a Catholic.
Why don't you have a little bit of fucking respect?
Whoa.
I don't know.
Yeah, let's get back to something real.
Yeah, let's get back to something real. Let's forget this blasphemy and talk some serious sports shit here. Come on.
Want to make a bundle? Leave it all in the Mets.
Why do you think they're going to beat Martinez?
The series has got to last 7 games.
Yeah, here's this.
So we're moving from now we're moving from religious cynicism to sports cynicism.
At the game, and again they're all saying, "Well, can you really do this on Major League Baseball?" Saying we're hinting that they're actually setting the games are, or that the umpires might be leaning to lengthen the commercial run of a TV series.
And tomorrow, there's too many people wanting looking for what it's worth. Did I steer you wrong yesterday?
But this baseball, my father, I said this before, but I grew up with bookmakers, so this was we had more technical expertise between Ray my friend Ray, and we had a guy just special on the baseball. Plus, we're all baseball fans, so. But Harvey.
This was just me grabbing a camera and following them into.
Yeah.
I remember.
No, they didn't know we were coming.
Cable
Watch this
and
guy.
everything else. Yeah, this is.
They didn't even know we were
Yeah,
coming.
they had no
in.
idea. I'm just following them into Bellevue.
Right. Look at the guy look up when we get this.
I mean,
yeah,
the
this
thing is
good
that
shot.
it's that no one.
This is when it's real. You don't mind if they look in the camera.
A 60-pound camera on my shoulder. No one really cares. You know,
They're just so happy you're not coming in with a gunshot wound.
Absolutely.
But here we go. You know,
there's there's the cable running in the right hand side.
Yeah, but you see, you're better off. Look at this poor
and the
guy.
security
guy.
he's just like
everything's fine. But you're better off with real people looking in the camera than extras trying to act like they're bystanders. Look at this girl. This was hard. You know.
Heather.
Yeah, this is one of our superstar finds.
She's in about 4 films? She's in The Addiction. She's in.
She was in The Funeral.
Funeral. Yeah.
Was she in The Addiction?
She was in The Addiction. Yeah.
She was in Dangerous Game. That was her big.
The stewardess.
But Frankie, this girl is actually right. There's Penny Allen on the left. She was like absolutely, brought it to the table in terms of was that. Whoa, check that out. This was Harvey's acting coach.
And also Pacino's acting coach, and
a lot of people.
Great woman, terrific woman.
Yeah, she was like on the set the whole time we were making this movie. Really, couldn't done it without her. Boy, Frankie looks good. Looks like Shannon. Looks like Marl, actually. Boom.
Let the Mets have a nice dinner at home. Let the Mets look at the post-game highlights and see base hits all over.
So he's not.
Yeah, you're right. He did.
Yeah,
go from
he
the
goes
hospital
from the hospital to girls.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot. So.
Well, there's the little drinky poo there he's having when the Mets are going south. Nothing unusual about that.
The Dodgers will get awfully tight, and if it somehow gets to Game 7.
And I was wondering what was going to happen here. I read in the script it said, kinky sex scene follows. I remember asking what was going to happen. He said, just shut up and keep the camera rolling.
I mean, but you remember he got off business saying, what actually happened?
You guys know you're driving with a tail light out?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, we didn't know. But thank you for telling us.
Let me see your license and registration.
Yeah, where did he say they were? At the Kit Kat Club this week.
The Kit Kat, yeah, which is a strip joint, not not the Cat Club.
Yeah, the Cat Club was
the Cat Club was the hot club at that time.
Hard rock club.
Oh, we saw Eddie and Dangerous. Was it the California, the Mylene Farmer thing, or? I remember Jose Cuervo was what's his name? What's Cuervo's first name? Real name? The makeup guy was spending about an hour blow drying Eddie's hair there.
No, but Zoe, she directed these girls. She got them revved up.
I think that it was mostly tequila that got him revved up.
Was this raining? No, but he's.
It was
not.
rain.
But
it's funny, yeah. It's raining. It's a light rain. It's a mist, and we got an umbrella over him. So the rain never touches the back of his hair.
We're at the Cat Club.
Yeah?
Yeah, we were at the Cat Club. Big deal.
You know, I should take you in for driving without a license and registration. You know that, don't you? That's a serious thing.
The first time we showed people this scene, they kept saying, "Why is this so long? This is like."
How do you feel about that?
The scene seems like a scene out of Friday the 13th.
I love the way the fact that her hair doesn't move at all. It's just shellacked into place back there.
Huh? Come on, I'm not gonna. I'll do the right thing if you do the right thing, huh? I know what it's like to get stoned a little bit. To get high a little bit.
Indeed, he does.
You getting stoned there? Huh?
Smoke a little grass.
A little grass.
Oh, he did.
How would your father feel if he knew that you were here now?
You won't tell him.
Well, it depends. What do you think about that?
You know, it's funny what scenes become iconic.
Come on, give us a break. Couldn't...
What I find amazing, this is the one that he did a few times. You know, Debbie Harry comes out. We did it. Vic Argo stops by. We did it a couple times.
Yeah.
Everything else was pretty much a one-shot grab, but this one,
he did it
we
twice.
ended up, did it twice,
did it
exactly.
Twice. Yeah, that's why we have another. Someone take.
And I think it's the only time we ever had two cameras going. Dennis had my 2C cranking away, unblimped 2C cranking away on this shot, and I was shooting this one.
Yeah, and I couldn't even see what was going on.
You got a boyfriend?
No.
You don't? I'll tell you something right now. Now listen up to me, okay? I'm going to take you down to the precinct house and call your father.
What a threat.
You can't do that.
What will you do for me if I don't do that?
Whatever you say.
Yeah?
Oh, that's opening the door to a lot. No woman has ever said that to me.
You ever suck a guy's cock?
I don't know what comment you could make.
Yeah, what else? I mean, it's a good opening line. I don't know. It's how to meet girls.
I'm talking. You ever suck a guy's cock?
Are you serious?
Did you?
Now, is that a no, or is that a, you know, is it obvious? I'm not quite sure.
Don't talk back. Don't talk to me that way. You hear me? Don't you talk to me that way. I'm going to haul your ass right in. You hear me?
Sorry. Just let us go. We'll get it fixed in the morning.
I'll let you go. I'll let you go. Turn around, look. I want to see your ass. You mind that? Just want to look at your ass. What do you say? Huh?
I smell a sexual harassment suit.
You, come here. Look at me. Look at me. You ever suck a guy's cock? Huh? You ever suck a guy? Look at me. Look at me.
Yeah, don't look at her ass. Look at me. Can you even see this chick?
Yeah, I mean,
show me your mouth, you suck a guy's cock. Come on. Show me your mouth.
I mean, the thing is that normally you'd be putting a lot of, you know,
But
the
imagine
atmosphere,
writing
yeah, but it's.
Imagine writing this in the script. Imagine if we wrote this script.
Imagine like getting
and hand it to
casting
the
these
studio.
two girls.
Right.
Yeah, well.
Casting the girls would be all right. It'd be sending the script in to the guys in L.A. And imagine if you had every word of this scripted, you know, in the middle of the thing, you know, it should be. Including all the descriptions.
Spit out the gum. I like that. That's my favorite. Spit out the gum.
Right. How are you going to write that?
Yeah. I mean, it shows some interest when they spit the gum out of it anyway, you know?
Open your mouth and show me. Show me. Open your mouth.
Find the light. There you go. Well, it's good that she's actually found the light and is acting.
Show me. That's you close your eyes and take that fucking dick in your mouth. Come on, that's it. You suck it. You suck it up. You suck it the fuck up. You suck it up. You like sucking cock? Come on, baby. Show me your mouth. Show me that fucking mouth. Show it to me. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, he wins the award. This is the, there's always that one scene in a film where you either get there,
Well,
the film either gets there.
This is, I mean, you have to admit that he's so into the character here.
I forget. Come on, what are you
I mean, he's just, wow.
Yeah, but it's.
I mean, there's something much more perverse here than I ever expected. I mean, even if you had out and out sex, it's still it's so tremendously perverse that it just works so well.
But then the best Yeah, I think we need Redmond for the.
I mean, this is a
commentary.
pretty good power trip. You know, you don't have to give them the 3 Gs. You know, to get up, get dressed, get out. They're already they just drive off. You're by yourself. It's terrific.
Yeah. What has he got? His handkerchief.
Man, this is there you go. I mean, I want to tell you, this is
who's working that guy?
This is I don't know. We're gonna,
but
I guess the handkerchief guy, probably the props guy.
But as I say, the funny thing is we did it again, and that looks like the come on the ground for 1 second. But he actually, because Victor Argo came late, he actually wanted to do it again, right?
Yeah, we did it. Yeah, we did it. I think we did it for Deborah Harry too.
No, we did it only twice.
Twice?
I think.
Whatever.
Yeah, so.
It's another. When I look at this, it's almost it bothers me so much that there's no blacks in it. I mean, I guess whoever transferred it decided we want to give it that TV look, you know.
Yeah, well, you should, but I mean, this is the big problem with all these DVD, right? I mean, how many times you see something actually done, you know, never. I mean, but there's no reason for it. I mean, we should push to do this. I mean,
it's expensive. The remastered is expensive. Look at this. This is so milky here.
How are they technically going to do this? I mean, they're going to re-release this DVD. They're going to go back to the negative.
No, they're just going to. There's a lot of smoke in here, which is. This was the prop guy's fort. He was the thing. He was capable of delivering pretty good. I mean, there's. I always love when directors tell me they want beams of light with no smoke. Okay, great.
What is this?
We'll get the beam generator.
Is this dawn or night or what is this?
No, this is who knows what this is.
This is. I came to the set this day looking at this. That was the one I says, oh my god. Meanwhile, I think the Monsignor or whoever ran this church was exiled to fucking Alaska.
I mean, Charlie dressing the set here. Which,
he's the production designer. That's the guy supposed to dress it. But this, where we got this thing that didn't crack, it didn't break.
It was the Rubber Virgin Mary.
This was actually a church in Jersey City.
Right. It was some Eastern European, Estonian or something like that. And there's the fake blood on the crucifix. This is one of the reasons you and I will be in hell.
No.
One of the many reasons. It's one of the smaller reasons.
This actually. These are real cops working this, right?
Yeah,
so this what gives you that feeling.
I mean, subtextually, you wonder why. You know, they never noticed the drunken, passed out, blacked out detective laying in the back pew, which is
investigating a crime scene. It was just 2 days later. Who knows?
Go gently with her.
Sister, I can't imagine how you feel right now. But it's very important that we learn as much about what happened
You know,
as
it's
possible.
like the kind of film, because we did it with this, we did it with, I don't know, maybe the Thriller Killer, is like, and definitely in Addiction, where you're just following one person in every, you know, the whole road,
Yeah.
right? I mean, he's in every shot. Right?
Well,
He's-
yeah, it's interesting that we start on somebody else and then we search for him, and
Right.
we pick the characters. Even when the character's not in the frame, he's going to be in the frame.
Eventually.
22 seconds later, so he's there.
He's there. Meanwhile, that shirt was, it was the, because we're not into red. And he wanted to wear this shirt because basically he's in the same outfit, I think, the whole. But it was an actual shirt given to him by this friend of his whose father has been was a detective. It was a special shirt.
Can you tell me how they were dressed?
Said the color was
Great facial movement here.
Difficult, but I can't emphasize how important it is. The sooner we can get this information out over the...
Here is ball two from Franco, and John Franco is struggling.
Yeah, here's our.
This is
Times
rickety
Square.
BL sitting in my lap, driving around.
Yeah, and we had the stunt guy. Phil Nielsen was there, but this guy just took off on. Obviously, a great driving, actor. God, Times Square seems like it's shot 100 years ago. This was actually, and these boxy cars, though. This is right. That's like the real look of this movie. You know, the streets went digital and the cars went, sleek.
They all look like some sort of Japanese version of, an Audi. This was interesting because I shot that in my backyard. That's actually 9mm. I shot it. I rolled the camera and we cut it in there. I remember we passed. People were looking at us as if we were insane.
But they realized it was. But they all thought it was a real cop. Like,
Yeah,
nobody in
right.
a million years would think that this guy, and he's just racing through town.
The body of Christ. Body of Christ. The body of Christ. Body of Christ. The body of Christ. The body of Christ. Body of Christ. The body of Christ. Body of Christ.
Yeah, and Harvey really is great at casting. You know what I mean? I mean, this is Googie. This is a good friend of ours who obviously understands what he's talking about. And Harvey's open up with him, open enough to know what a performance he's going to get. The same thing with the kids. With the
Kids are great in this.
Yeah. And with the rapist,
Peggy's terrific. I mean, she's in small, even the small parts. And this is my favorite lighting in the movie. I wanted to carry a confessional screen around for the rest of my career and light through that. But
this was the scene that actually turned Harvey on to doing the film. Like I said, when he first got the script, he tossed it. But then as he got into it, he loved this. But this scene went on. The script went on actually.
Wasn't
for
it
like
Zoe's?
4 of the 28 pages.
Yeah, but wasn't it Zoe's, the original name of it was The Nun's Confession or something? Was there a short story that she wrote?
I don't know, but the idea of that she couldn't turn these kids around during a rape is a pretty, that's all Zoe.
It's great close-up work on Harvey's part here, I think.
Those sad, raging boys. They came to me as the needy do. And like many of the needy, they were rude.
I mean, is this a mortal sin, eavesdropping on a confession? That's the question. Only you can't.
And the question would be, does he care if it's a mortal sin?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, he's thinking about the 50,000.
No.
About the reward money.
Yeah, no. I think this just becomes a little ponderous, the dialogue here, just a little.
But this went on for another 4 pages.
Yeah,
and
well.
she used to go on the radio and do the whole, 28-minute version of this scene.
And that's why NPR has so many listeners.
Good boys, you knew.
I could tell you their names now, and I know that you are bound by a sacred vow to keep my secret. But I cannot tell you their names, for I too am bound. Jesus turned water to wine. I ought to have turned bitter semen into fertile sperm, hatred to love, and maybe to have saved their souls. They did not love me, but I ought to have loved them. For Jesus loved those who reviled him. And never again shall I encounter 2 boys whose prayer was more poignant, more legible, more anguished. Where's he going now?
He's going into the bedroom, and this was something that was really nice and dark in the original, and
This
now
seems
is
but this seems like it's from Dangerous Game, right?
Yeah, well, we did something similar. It was
Yeah.
actually looks better in Dangerous Game than it does here. Originally, it was I loved the shot, but here it's now whoever did the color.
Yeah, but we're not helping him with the wall, with the color of those walls.
No, well, that's.
But it wasn't like we weren't going to paint the guy's house.
It, you know.
It wasn't like we had much choice.
I mean, Legault had a like a 7-cent production budget.
Whatever the room upstairs looked like, that's what it was going to be. Yeah, he's got the whole. Well, he's got a lot of hungry mouths to feed, so you can,
Well, you can tell he's rooted in his Catholicism.
Sid Fernandez and Darryl Strawberry, a battle of wits and talent here in the bottom of the 9th in Los Angeles. Strawberry readies himself. Fernandez checks for the sign. The pitch on the way, swinging, strike 1. 1-1 on Strawberry as Fernandez came in with that fastball and Darryl could not connect. 1-1 the count. 2 outs. Bottom of the 9th for Los Angeles. Men on 2nd and 3rd. The Dodgers find themselves down by 3.
We got to wait for it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but it is. So yeah, I mean, it's so funny that Boston would come back and actually do this
to the Yankees.
Yankees.
I know. They come back from 3-0. Here's my he looks like a baby there, right?
Ah.
Here's my favorite pitcher for the Mets. From Hawaii, El Cid. He's got a wicked lefty. Who the hell is it? Yeah, except when you're betting against him.
Exactly. I mean, believe me, I had some money on the Yankees and that series, and then when Boston came back.
This is great acting by the sport announcers here.
The Mets trying hard to send this series to a 7th and final game. Fernandez wants to change baseballs now. He gets another one back from the home plate umpire. It's now a 2-2 count in a game situation. Once again, no team has ever come back from a 3-0 deficit to come back and win a series. That's what the Mets are trying to accomplish here. Strawberry with that big year this year for the Dodgers, trying to continue his hot hitting in this playoff. So it's lefty against lefty, old teammate against old teammate. Strawberry steps in. Fernandez to the stretch. The pitch. He goes around. Did he go around the appeal at third? Yes. Darryl Strawberry on the check swing, goes too far. He strikes out. This game is over as Strawberry goes down looking. And the Dodgers are looking at a Mets team that has tied the series at 3.
Oh, what drama on a 3-2 pitch, and the third base umpire said, yes, sir, he did go around, and the expression on Darryl Strawberry's face says it all. We're tied at 3 games apiece, and the Mets win 8-5.
This sets the scene for one heck of a 7th game. Pitching-wise, it's a match made in a fan's dream. Imagine one game, and it's Dwight Gooden against Oral Hershiser. Neither pitcher is as powerful as he once was. Some of their magic removed by a surgeon's knife, but they are still pressure pitchers who know how to get it done. Possibly 2 future Hall of Famers. And Game 7 certainly looks like a game.
I can't help you tonight.
Hey. About time he finally shows up. Jesus Christ. Hey, yo, Mo. Come here. Hey, how you doing? What's the good you be here? Come on. Fucking great.
You're right.
The world is yours.
You're right. You're right.
Hey, Tommy.
Again, we're talking about the soundtrack here. Listen to this. This is like a mix. You couldn't get it. This is like the live sound in that club that night. You know, he's mixing 2 or 3 songs against the guy screaming. This was some hotshot fucking DJ from Europe. They actually wrote this scene up like 8 years later when they were trying to close the place down.
Really?
Yeah, in the Village Voice, they say the audacity of, you know, the people in the club, of the filmmaker, of the actor, to actually have, you know, real people in this place doing this like, you know, as if this is normal. What do you think?
Wait a minute, this is not normal?
Yeah. What do people do in a club like that?
Geez, I seem to recall that.
He's big. There's Googie.
Yeah. You know, shooting a bar scene is a tough, is DP, tough. It's a tough thing. Party scenes, bar scenes. And,
yeah. But remember in the Driller Killer, we can shoot that, because when you're doing low budget stuff, you got to make sure you get the people there, you know. You can't put them in there. And I remember joking that time we did that one party scene in Max's. There was like 3 people there, because we sent invites saying it was an open bar when there wasn't an open bar. And then for 10 minutes, the place was, you know,
cracking.
Yeah, until everybody realized that there was no open bar.
But the bar was open, but they had to pay for the booze. That was the problem.
But this bar scene, I love this bar. This was the bar in Limelight, in like the.
I think that this was actually the gay bar, because we started shooting. Was it? Because I know we went into one of them. There was a bunch of, it was all guys and in various stages of undress. Googie's looking pretty intense here.
Yeah, no, this is great. He hates that house. You know, like they're talking about a guy that we never actually see. This was like a, imagine if you had a cut to see to guy. What do we call him in the script?
Large.
Yeah, large, right. I can't believe you actually read that.
I never read that.
Well, you remember all the names.
Yeah.
But anyways.
I read it afterwards. It was online.
Just make sure the fucking gets it. You know, I told you once before that this guy will come by your house and blow your house up with your wife and kids and everybody in it. You know
Good.
that, right?
Good. I'll give him an extra 10 grand for his trouble.
Get the fuck out. Yeah? What do you think, maybe because you're a cop he won't kill you? You're this close already to death.
I've been dodging fucking bullets since I was 14. No one can kill me. I'm blessed. I'm a fucking Catholic.
How's the case going?
What case?
What case? The case with the $50,000 reward, remember?
Yeah. We're on it big time. Lots of leads.
You can use that 50 to get yourself out of this hole.
The Dodgers are gonna win the series. It's a fucking lock. Get this, man. I was at the game today, face to fucking face with Strawberry, and I knew that he struck out on purpose, and that he's saving it up for the big one tomorrow. Today, for the first time, I understood that he's sick in the fucking head. You know that?
Yeah, you know, because he, you know, I mean, I don't know how much I'm sure we helped as much as we can shooting in continuity, but him to get into these levels of the being delusional, you know, being loaded, then being delusional, and then, you know, actually having a game plan.
Yeah, when your bookmaker decides that he wants you to go direct, you know you're in deep shit.
Judas. Hey, you leaving the sinking ship?
Yeah, I think it's sinking ship. Ain't no joke. Remember something.
Good luck. We finally see him happy. Now he knows no matter what happens, he's going to lose.
All right, I'm dead. Hey.
See, that's the philosophy of gambling. If you bet $10, this is one reason I never make bets. I would never make a bet in my life. Well, at least up to now. If you bet 10 and you lose, the next day, this is good. This is good looking. You bet 10 and you lose, the next day, you can't just bet 10 to get that back. You got to bet 20.
20, there you go.
Because you got to get it back, plus you got to win what you originally wanted to win. So now you lose, you're at 30. So if you lose 30, you got to bet 60. And that's the deal. And here's the drug dealer's house. Here's the big, this is where things are, a semblance of normalcy.
Yeah, and actually Charlie did revamp this place. This is, I think he spent some money in the art department here. Painted his thing.
Didn't age it, but we painted it. Or maybe they painted. No, I don't think they painted it.
You don't think so?
No, I know they painted. I know they painted. Definitely
They didn't age
painted.
it.
No.
Oh, come on. You know, I think we had 5
the paint
minutes.
is still wet.
Yeah, 5 minutes. I think it actually was. I think we were kicking the art department guys out just as we were shooting in here. I mean, it's very chaotic in terms of getting locations, finding locations. This thing was just all chaos.
But, you know, it always comes to the key. You find the places, but then it comes to preparation. You know, I mean, you know, 1 ounce of, what is it? What's the expression? An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of whatever.
Of cure? Well,
yeah,
you know, there's the 7P rule. Piss poor prior planning leads to piss poor performance.
Yeah, right. So the whole thing is like with the acting here. You know, there's a lot of time spent in, you know, Harvey spent a lot of time preparing with, you know, with his team.
I mean, he's internalizing everything here. It's,
to get it ready. He's like, you know,
and she's a really, I think, isn't she kind of a famous Spanish actress? I've seen her a few times, but I thought that she had quite a following. This kid is great too.
Yeah, the kids, Harvey really pulled them together. I mean, we brought the guys, but he had a real sense of who we wanted. These were all non-actors. I hope. I mean, I think they all became actors afterwards. You know, but another thing about it, 2 months ago, a knock on the door comes, and those two kids that are going to play the rapists were at my door. Can you believe that? I'm looking at these guys, I don't know who they were. They're both still in the biz. Yeah, you know, the thing is with Harvey, he makes these other actors. I mean, the other actors are good. They're right, you know, but he really, something.
No, he brings his game here.
Yeah,
Right. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, but he's so, you know, giving to the other actors. Just, he really is, you know.
Cool. Nice, very nice move. And like I said before, there's so much nonverbal stuff here. You know, I think that my script was 49 pages or something like that. But you know, we could have shot, considering that we got 87 minutes or whatever it is, and
this is actually long, right? How long is this? Well, who knows?
I don't know.
This is one of our longer ones, which you can tell. Disagree. Yeah, here's like where the location pays off. There's an aged.
This is another one where we don't. Yeah, where I had no idea. I just threw the camera up on my shoulder. I'm following him down the stairs. Where he stops, maybe I'll stop. I don't even know.
96 minutes.
96
minutes.
Thank you. And this is your idea here, the flashing. You wanted this, the flashing fluorescent. And I got Charlie McNamara's rigged up something. There's my camera shadow, just to let you know that I'm actually...
yeah, the thing is actually being filmed.
Yes, yes.
But again, you know, the thing is what I'm saying about that, just the way it is with the acting, it's like you spend the time. I mean, scouting locations is not expensive, man. You could walk around yourself and, you know, acquiring is something else, but you spend the time and energy finding these places because that's why New York is such a fantastic place to shoot. Was there music in it? No, probably not.
I don't think so. I don't remember music being in here.
Yeah.
I mean, this was one of those shots that we did at the last minute that I think really ended up working.
Oh yeah, this one's a good one, man. You know, that has reflection in the window. Yeah, this is great.
There's another one where, where we don't know where we're starting. We pick them up, and who knows where this shot is going to end. I have no idea what's going to happen. I'm just following them down here now, cutting to the POV.
Yeah, I can't believe we went back for that one, but it's all right.
Well, we got to give Redmond something to do, otherwise cut up the slates and staple together. But yeah, I mean, this is another. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's the music. Yeah, God, it's a miracle we didn't have to take that out, right? I guess Jimmy Page didn't realize that's his lick.
Because Jimmy Page couldn't remember which Robert Johnson thing he heard it from.
Cashmere, all right. Now, where would this is a great location. This
was in the Mayflower.
Yeah, right.
This is with Charlie painted the walls black. I got a couple bay lights over the top.
Yeah, no, this is great.
Yeah, it's the whole thing was we rigged it so we could shoot anywhere.
Yeah, without anything on the floor. I mean, this
right.
Is
This was just hand holding the entire, whatever it was, a suite we had for the week.
Yeah, this was Mickey Rourke's suite. Yeah, exactly. This was Mickey Rourke's suite at the Mayflower. God, I almost forget. But my favorite shot of Mayflower was when that crucifix went up in the air. No, he's got the paranoid down. It's like.
He's got the cocaine psychosis happening here.
How you like that phone? That's how you talk to a wise guy. if you want to get killed.
Yeah, it's not a good idea to talk to a guy named Large like that.
But is that the star, David Beckham?
On tomorrow's game.
What about the one you're opening from yesterday's game?
Fuck yesterday's game! The series is 7 games, not 6. Put in my bet.
I'll think about it.
There's nothing to think about. Either you put in my bet, or you get nothing.
Really?
Yeah? Really? I'm no fucking asshole. I'm a fucking cop.
All right. You meet me tomorrow in front of the garden, 33rd and 8. You bring your cash, I'll bring mine.
Whoa. Yeah, now we're starting to get, oh, man.
Yeah, it's a little out of focus here because Dennis, my assistant, got physically ill watching her bang up that.
I told him a joke. The AC, it was really tight quarters, so I say to the AC, we better be careful. He was a very straight guy, and I say, we better be careful. None of this blood jumps in our eye. Well,
that was some joke. I know he practically wrapped himself up in a Band-Aid, put on safety glasses, wore a raincoat, wrapped his face with Saran wrap. Yeah, it was really great. So you could barely see. That's not makeup.
Yeah, when I always asked her, was this her birthday? I think this was her birthday that day.
It was her anniversary.
Oh, it was her anniversary.
Yeah, it was her anniversary. It was
happy.
Just what a beautiful face she has. Well, you know what? Instead of chasing a dragon, it's time to send it home, right? What do you say? You're going to die tomorrow anyways.
Oh, that's the killer.
Yeah, okay. Yep. Now you're gonna know what nodding and scratching is all about there, big boy.
Oh man, this film.
Yes.
Yeah, of all the films, this is the one they want to make the silver anniversary edition. Oh Christ!
Yeah, I remember him saying to me, or him saying to the nurse, "Do you think that she knows how to do this right?" And the nurse looks at him. He says, "She can do this better than I can do it any day. Period." I mean, I'll tell you what, it's pretty brave of him to run this shit up his arm, even though it's only saline. But I think AIDS was just starting. The paranoia was
but it was
so rife.
It's funny now because it's like it's such a depression. But I'm saying, but the depression that we're in a recession. But this film was happening during such New York was like the downtown New York was really shoot 'em up cowboy. I mean, it's so hard to imagine Manhattan that way. I mean, it's always that way in the outlands, but and the AIDS thing was a nightmare at this point. Yeah, this is your basic realism film.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, this gives you man.
Oh, look at that. She's got a little benzoin there to clean it up, It's a professional shooting gallery.
But now you got me thinking about the wallpaper. I think that was there, man.
I don't think so. I think that I had to check with Lagola, but I think he slapped that up in 5 minutes. It's just the tiniest corner of a closet that became our set.
Yeah, this is Zoe at her best.
Really, this is her entire philosophy, and
We gotta eat away at our souls till there's nothing left but appetite.
this little poetic despair.
Give crazy, 'cause a gift that makes sense ain't worth it. Jesus said 70 times 7.
There's Hip on the top of the roof of the Mayflower.
Yeah, the roof of Mayflower, but there was a beautiful shot when it just pull them up. You see the crucifix really looking. Because I remember telling the art department, you just get this right. Whatever we do, we got to get the crucifix right. And but I told him when we went to the church, don't, because he was all dressed up as Christ. I didn't know how the Monsignor was going to deal with that. And I go downstairs, and there is he. Oh, he's driving to Harlem here. Anyway, there's Hip.
Actually, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know whose idea this was to cut it, jump cut this like this, but segment with you or Redmond. But I'll tell you what, this worked out very
this
well.
is like one of these films where they cut him. I mean, Anthony really understood that. He had the, I mean, the length of the shots, using them long, using them real long.
Now,
And then,
you see, when I was in seminary, this is the friars. They would have once a week. They'd have public confession, and they would prostrate themselves. I think it was every Friday. They'd lay on the floor just like that, and confess. I don't know. We didn't hear any really good sins. I guess they saved that for private. But
and you guys all knelt around him?
we knelt around him. Yeah, we knelt in the pew, and public confession is pretty. It's not an unusual thing in religious orders. Having a nun that looked like Frankie Thorne was pretty unusual.
I know, but she sells it for me. I don't know. This was good. So we must have been there a couple of days in this church, right? I mean,
This was the last day. I got the two 4K bars up there. And there was a lot of smoke. And it just, the choreography is serendipitous. It's just I love the way he just sort of settles in silhouette against that beam, And she looks just beautiful here.
But I'll beat the system and do justice. Real justice. For you.
I have already forgiven them.
Come on, lady. These guys put out cigarette butts on you. Get with the program.
I love it. Get with the program. Yeah. This is, it's interesting, this whole idea of the compassion, which sort of pushes him into his own redemption. Her compassion. How many women did you see before you cast her? Was it a bunch, or was it just...
No, I mean, she was a singer. She was a singer in L.A. rock. It's one of these people you meet and you know you're gonna use it, right? And then Harvey, liked her right off the bat. So,
but she, after Liquid Sky, she sort of did, was Liquid Dreams or whatever she did, and she sort of disappeared. I haven't seen her very much since.
What was Liquid Sky?
Liquid Dreams or something. She was in another film right after, a year or two after this.
Well, there wasn't a lot of people in this film.
No, I mean,
from this film that went on to,
Well, we have our superstars. We got the Vic Argo, Calderon, Lenny Thomas.
No,
Elvis.
but those guys, thank God.
Elvis, the able coterie.
Came back, but yeah, no, it's a tough business.
Other virgins. Old women who die from the shock. Do you have the right to let these...
I remember calling Calderon. I called Calderon up after he won the Emmy for Blades of the Heat, and I said it was an amazing performance. He was incredible in it. I saw it at the Public Theater, and I go, what are you doing now? He says, I'm on my way to the unemployment office. This is the problem with these. We had such great actors, and they actually were underused. Outside of the sort of the mainstream of this was a very intense. This is actually, he did a second take for me on this one because Dennis had fucked up the focus a little bit, only because Dennis had no idea what he was going to do. And then he said to me, Ken, I'm the only actor in the business that's kissed Jesus' feet twice. I hated to go up to him and ask him to do it again after this gut-wrenching, sort of primal expression.
The thing is with...
It's a great shot.
Yeah,
another shot that I'm going to hell for.
He's so buff. That's his hip. And you see him?
Yeah, I see him in L.A. every once in a while. And
this guy's a really gifted musician. And
I thought he was great in The Funeral too.
He's fantastic. It's the same thing. The heartbreak of this is like that. That independent in these kind of movies. It's like I don't want to sit here bitching, but it's like Mike just said, right? It's a tough road to hoe. I mean, this is basically a simple movie made for less than $2 million.
Is it? What? Say something. I know, you're just standing there. What am I gonna do?
I mean, but I know. I mean, not just for the fact it took us so long. How long it took to raise the money, but.
Yeah, but it's risky. It's risky because it was. First of all, you dress hip up as Jesus and put him in church. This is out, and then you have Harvey's whole thing about raging against the gods. There's sort of this Oedipal pride and rage. This was always the ultimate sin. In the 7 deadly sins, pride is always the worst. And, it was always this sort of edible pride that drives you against the rage against your fate. But he was I remember him having a conversation about, about railing against God. And, I mean, it is the ultimate existential, act.
Because?
Because you're saying that I'm a man alone. I'm depressed. I mean now, but look at he segues now. He goes from his railing against God into he's begging for forgiveness. So I mean, in this one little segment, there's this whole sort of transition that happens right here. I mean, I think this is the heaviest, one of the, if not the heaviest scene in the movie, one of the heaviest ones. I mean, do you think this is transformative? Is this what we're talking about? Is this where he's transcending his, all these sins that he's committed?
At least he's saying please. I haven't heard of it. Yeah, I mean,
What's the magic word, Harvey? I don't think Hip ate for a week before this.
But he's a scene, but this was after he was working out. Yeah, that's.
This was a great cut.
Yeah, no. It's the thing is it's the simpler the stronger. So what is this? We had a crane.
Yeah, we had Mark Wilder's crane, Big Bertha here. This was we had it for one day.
But that's the church. We didn't shoot in that church.
No, this is the church uptown.
Yeah, right.
This is the church in Harlem. And because they're right across the street from the crack house.
Right. And that's it. Okay, so this is a beautiful location too, uptown. Again, man, look at this. And these aren't extras, man. I mean, these aren't SAG extras. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, this is the hanging out. I got the crane in the middle of the street. And this thing is, like a homemade crane that is so hard for me to operate on. It's amazing.
Right, again, you gotta find them, man. These locations are cool.
I mean, this location may have been cool visually, but this was a literal rat hole covered with vermin and
you
flies.
took a shower when you left this.
I took a shower. I jumped in a pile of DDT to kill all the vermin on me.
And this was the payoff on the baseball. We get Murphy, because he's really the voice of the Mets. And if you know baseball, you wouldn't have bought. Should have cracked that TV. Anyway, we would have bought.
Yeah.
We bought the other announcers. They could have maybe had done like a national game, but now this guy did it himself. Another guy who's dead at this, unfortunately. He was a great announcer for the Mets. And just the sound of his voice really takes it to another level for me. And he went in a room by himself in the wintertime in Florida, and basically we gave him the scenario. We didn't actually write these lines, but we gave him the scenario of the game, and this guy all by himself, he sent us a tape. He recreated the final game. It's really amazing. Again here, the power comes, but it's, you keep it simple, man. You just keep using stuff you can control, I think.
How many movies go on for 3 minutes with a paragraph of dialogue? I mean, this is the strength of this.
He hasn't said a word. Yeah, right. No, that's the one thing. Zoe could write 100 pages in 10 minutes. She used to write 10, 20 pages just warming up. I remember John Lurie once came when we were writing it, and she was, they were working on a script for a year and a half or something, and meanwhile she just knocked out, she just literally wrote 10 pages that we threw out, was like her exercising her fingers before she. But again, it's what you don't write that counts. And that's why, it's so, working in that LA system with this conventional bit, the more I think about it and the more I watch this, is like heartbreaking, because, the same time we're working on independent movies, now we're working on, regular studio pictures and regular studio scripts, and, almost everything that you do is going against the real, the things that make films, work.
Well, what has he got to say? Isn't his action really more, doesn't it pretend so much? Let him, all right, don't say anything, just take the pipe, stick it in your mouth, and, jumpstart your heart. Let's go. Come on.
Yeah, I like that. He's got his own.
He's got his 57 out, and his crack pipe in his face. Yeah, what do you think, boys? I'll tell you, that's a guy I would have smoked my crack with. Some guy who's got a finger on a trigger, from 2 feet away. But Judge, he made me He had a gun to my head. You know, only in your films would the Mets actually win. That's the
great
talk
dream.
about the fantasy, the great
fantasy.
dream.
Yeah, the comeback. And then the Yankees, it actually happened.
And it actually happened to my team. And I was like, it was a nightmare.
To watch those 4 games, I didn't even.
Oh God!
I was in Europe.
And then it was, I put some bread on with Jake Weber when I was doing Medium, and I had to live with him for the next 6 months after giving him whatever monies that I would space, and then take the abuse. And he's not even a baseball fan. He's really an English guy. What does he know about baseball? He knows about cricket or some crap like that. This was an interesting. I just remember this was so hard for me to operate, but it was great to have at least a crane for a day. And this was Diana Phillips, who I don't know where she is, but she should be producing for us. I miss her so much. She was, besides being beautiful, was absolutely, I mean, the biggest crush on her.
See, you know, the thing is, if they don't let it bother you when they look in the camera, you know, it's because they would be looking, you know what I mean? But then again, if you're doing a union movie, they won't let you shoot.
No, as a matter of fact, now who would be both of them would be shitting and pissing and.
Oh man!
This is on my website. This is the when you start all my stuff. That's the shot I got.
Yeah, but that's the poster too. Naturally, like, so
yeah.
I take this whole film and reduce it. You know, whose idea was that Lionsgate put in? Go for that. But that's always the shot. At least we had it.
That's that 10 millimeter, man. It was.
Right.
It's pretty great. I noticed that Harvey stayed in character until a couple of the local guys up Harlem came to the car, and then when he saw him flashing that 357, and this is me I actually have the tripod. I'm running because the car stopped early, so I picked the camera and tripod up. I'm running with that down the street here.
Then setting it up.
No, I knew that I wouldn't see him because I think I had a prime lens on it. So
so here's another thing. Sometimes we had the camera hidden in the truck, in the back of a van, but still.
But this is rush hour on the street. People don't give a shit. This is the most.
Yeah,
this is the best thing about New York. Hey, you got a camera? Well, hey, fuck you.
Yeah.
Look at this guy. I mean, this guy isn't one of our guys.
No, I don't think so. Well, you know what's great? Look at this cop here. The cop don't know this is a movie. Watch this guy. He kind of lends assistance. You see this cop? I mean, that guy was just there. We didn't, maybe he's going there to bust him. These are the places. Remember when you ever shoot in the Port Authority, it's like you have about 20. Give you. I mean, this had to be. Was this a legal shot? Or
no, this was. No. We went in there and did it. We just went in there and did this stuff. If you don't ask, they can't say no.
Yeah, that guy was an extra. I could just tell the way he walked down that bus. This was the first day these kids came to work. So imagine this was your first day. Harvey's explaining how to get it slapped in the face. Yeah. But then again, their fear works for them. The kid on the left was a professional actor. The kid on the right just drove him there. Boom. How'd you like that?
Well, I think we should have, sweetened that up if we had a nickel in the sound department, too.
Yeah, that was that.
It's a great close-up. And the thing is that they didn't rehearse so much, so he didn't know. These kids didn't know when they were going to get punched.
You get on this fucking bus, man. Because your life ain't worth shit in this town.
This is the Catholic school part of the whole thing where he's got to slap, give him his $35,000 and slap him.
Yeah, so he put some kids on the bus. Well, it all pays off. The box pays. Yeah, you got to give credit to Zoe. The box pays off. The money pays off because actually, what was in that box? 50,000, and then
It was 35.
And then he was Oh yeah. It was the money that was from the bag of crack at the beginning of the
Right,
film. So
right.
there's actually a storyline somewhere through this. They asked me, they want to know, did they think he was doing too much screaming? I forget, one of the early screenings. Like, hey, you be screaming too. Yeah, well, at least we bought this song. Or we would have had to take this out.
Right. I love this shot. This is just pretty much natural light. There's a little fun fill here. And then was the homage to Jarmusch, the Al Jarmusch and Jarmusch shot coming up with the camera hidden in the back of the truck. And this is also, I think that, you know, you guys, Redman and you, did a good job of letting this one hold out for.
But that was his style. No, Tony did almost. He went with it all the way. And I mean, I guess that's the only way you're gonna, you know, you pick a style and you go with it, you know. But then when you got a player like him, you know, you could do it, you know. Yeah, here's great. This is imagine if I had to direct that woman and her kids.
It all happens. How about serendipity here? It all happens here. This is, I think, take 5 or take 6. The crummy 25 to 250 ingenue leftover lens that they at CSC had.
Yeah, so we're hitting in the van. We did the first take. Oh no, I think this was the first.
This is take 4. This is the last one because we had.
Because the cop said you can't do this because the cop, they thinking a real person. I'm standing out there telling people I think somebody got shot in that car.
Yeah. Well, she's one of ours, and the black guy's one of ours too, who comes up. But these people they're just people on the street. This is typical New York. Oh well, hey.
Yeah, and I'm telling the guy
somebody got shot.
Yeah,
well, look at
this
that.
This guy got shot over there.
Yeah, it's okay. Let's go wander on over and see if we can stick our fingers in the hole in his brain.
And then the police says to us, "You can't do this, man. You're going to give somebody a heart attack." You know.
But these are there's maybe 5 extras. 5. I'm sure that the guy in the red shirt and the red and white thing is not. He's just another guy.
Yeah.
And here's the where's the TPF guy? He comes.
Yeah, he comes over and that was the
casually
end of
walks on over and
there.
Yeah, but it worked out fine. I mean, I love there he is. I love the.
There he comes.
Yeah, there he is.
Right,
and then we get the wipe here. That was
and because that was the end because we got wiped out of it. Oh no! I guess it's after they took our song away. I got so disgusted. I'm actually singing. This is the song that we based this whole movie on. But, well, guys, I hope. I tell you, it's the hardest part of directing is doing this stuff.
Cry me up when the shit goes down. Blood on the desk and a gun on the ground. But I pursue the crack 'cause I'm the man in charge. I'm taking my coffee, talking with the subjects. Martin Luther King is there, where you got to drive. Pull up in my car, I'm a civilian son, but the boys know that the man has come. I said, $100 bill in my little Kelly, and of course he tell me, well, he got dropped by one of his boys. Bag in the back seat, maybe a key and a half. I said, put it in my trunk, and then we started to laugh. Spanish Harlem, that's the ultimate bummer. Constant piss, kind of slumber. You want me to switch you, baby? Take a number, baby. They're talking murder, singing summer, but my boy walks to a different drummer. He said, bitch ain't dead, then just fuck her, 'cause I'm the bed. wife and 2 kids. I got a house by the park.